Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The 2020 Aberdeen City Health and Social Care Partnership Awards will be commencing in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 2020 Heart Award. I'm going to hand over to our hosts for this evening, and we hope you have a fantastic evening.
Good evening and welcome to the HSBC News. My name is John Burgundy and here's what's happening in your world today. In Aberdeen yesterday, one lucky cameraman caught this unusual aquatic daredevil. What you are about to see is an HSBC News exclusive. How about that? A squirrel that can water ski! Ladies and gentlemen, I need to have your urgent attention. In the last few minutes, I've just been handed a horrifying news story. The Heart Awards have been stolen. We're now going over to live at the scene with a news exclusive.
Thanks, John. I'm here with PC Callum Leask and PC James Maitland, who've been investigating this incident so far. So tell me, Callum, what do we know?
Well, Gloria, at approximately 8:02 a.m, an unidentified suspect entered the Aberdeen Health Village reception and made off with our beloved Heart Awards. No further information is known at this time. However, we have assembled a SWAT team of our most competent, highly skilled and trained officers to investigate further.
Do you have anything to add, PC Maitland?
These donuts are good. Some might say jamtastic.
Thanks for that, PC Maitland. Viewers, I'm now getting word that we can take you over to the Aberdeen City Health Village, where we've obtained some CCTV footage of our robber. And now back to John in studio.
Nope. Yep. Oh yes. Thank you. We'd just like to add this is a live scene and we have no information of any casualties at this time. But we can now go back to who was with a couple who witnessed the robber fleeing the scene.
I'm here with eyewitnesses Mary and Peter Cooter. So, folks, tell us what you saw.
Well, you see now, there was an awful lot of folk about you, Ken. I was this young loon. You have to watch yourself with that youngins.
Right.
He had his thing out his head. I can't mind what you caught. Only why, it doesn't matter. He was guy sma ah. Then another loon come round a corner. He had a quine and a buggy ahin him. Looked like a right toonser. I dinna ken why he was. Never mind only why. He says, "Do you smoke?" I said, "No, I dinna, to cut off of things." He came over to speak to you after that, Peter, didn't he? Eh?
Right.
Wait a minute. I think that's Robert.
That's him.
That's him.
Make after him now!
Go and get him. For Pete's sake, what kind of basic production is this? You can't even get a decent cameraman anymore. Oh, we're back live.
Bobby! Make after him! We've got the robber! Time to unmask!
Oh, you interfickerers, I only wanted a Heart Award.
Back to John in studio.
Well, that's all from us here at AHSCP News. Thanks for watching. Now over to the weather. Stay classy, Aberdeen.
Hiya, we're the weather folk.
But like...
And have we got news for you? You better listen. Get ready, are you loons and quines, and leave those brolies behind.
Alright.
Humidity's rising, barometer's getting low. According to our sources, feels the place to go. 'Cause tomorrow, for the first time, around about 10:16, for the first time since time began, the sun in Aberdeen, there's sun again. Hallelujah, there's sun again. Amen. We're gonna go out, drive past the beach where we'll get absolutely soaked in sweat. There's sun again. Hallelujah, there's sun again. Even buried dead, strong, bright, beating down. Better get the sunblock now. God bless Mother Nature. She's a tasty woman too. She took on the heaven, and she did what she had to do. She shaped the angel. She raised skies so that each and every woman gets a golden find. There's sun again. Hallelujah, there's sun again. Even buried dead, strong, bright, beating down. Better get the sunblock now.
Good evening and welcome to the Later Than Originally Billed 2020 Heart Awards. My name is Katie Cunningham and this is my sidekick for the evening, John Mulhern.
We are here to recognise and celebrate all the great work done by fantastic people over the last year and a bit. But before we begin, it's important to take time to reflect on the hard work, dedication and sheer resilience of all you guys, the staff and volunteers.
The whole world changed in March this year with the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic. You've been sending in your thank you messages in recent weeks, and these have been collated to play throughout tonight's ceremony.
To present the first award of the evening, which is the Hearing Others Award, I would like to welcome the Chair of the IGB, Councillor Sarah Duncan.
So it's my pleasure to present the first award of this evening, which is the Hearing Others Award and the Communication and Inclusion Award. For this award, we wanted to hear about individuals and teams who work hard to ensure that everybody is listened to and included. People and teams who engage with their colleagues and service users and who use this over time this high standard, which made the judges' task in choosing the 3 finalists very difficult. So our finalists this year are the primary care links practitioners. This nomination spoke about how the team have helped over 4,100 people since July 2019, listening and supporting them towards the outcomes that the people themselves want, with amazing results. One GP who sent feedback said, "The work the links practitioners do is far better than any medical intervention that we can offer." The team engaged with hundreds of local community groups, helping people to link in with them to improve their personal situations and sharing information widely to help make communities a better place. This would not be possible if they weren't all great listeners and communicators. Someone said, "It is their togetherness as a team and the support that they give each other that really shines through." Our second finalist this year is the supported discharge team. This multidisciplinary team works with people supporting the early discharge from hospital of people who've experienced a stroke. They ensure feedback from their service users is fully embedded as part of their culture and use this proactively to inform the care they deliver. For some of their clients, communication can be challenging, and they have to ensure that everyone is able to have an opportunity to share their view. Some of the most recent feedback received included, "This service has helped me greatly to get motivated. Without it, I wouldn't have made so much progress. My speech would never have come back as good without it. Without it, I wouldn't have made so much progress." Our second finalist this year is the supported discharge team. This multidisciplinary team works with people supporting the early discharge from hospital of people who've experienced a stroke. They ensure feedback from their service users is fully embedded as part of their culture, and use this proactively to inform the care that they deliver. For some of the clients, communication can be challenging, and they have to ensure that everybody is able to have an opportunity to share their view. Some of the recent feedback received included, "This service has helped me greatly to get motivated. Without it, I wouldn't have made so much progress. My speech would never have come back so good without their help. Without it, keep up the good work." And the team have not only helped with my physical development, they've been a huge help with my confidence. Our third finalist this year is the Psychological Therapies in Primary Care Service. The therapists deliver evidence-based psychological therapy to people with mild to moderate mental health difficulties to alleviate distress and encourage the client to manage their own condition going forward. They work hard to include families and carers, liaising with GPs, links practitioners, workers, essential piece of the mental health jigsaw in primary care. Online CBT coordinators help ensure access to CBT strategies using online packages, which is especially important for people who might struggle to get to their surgeries. The outstanding feature of this team, however, is that they're all hardworking, warm and friendly, and care for each other as well as a client, a credit to the partnership. So, 3 very worthy finalists, I'm sure you'll agree. It's now my pleasure to announce that the winner of this year's Hearing Others Award is the Primary Care Links practitioners. Congratulations to the Primary Care Links practitioners. Thank you all for tuning into the Heart Awards, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening.
I want to thank all the staff who work across the Health and Social Care Partnership. Thank you so much for all the hard work you've done over the last 9 months, going above and beyond to keep people safe.
Well, 2020, what a year you've been. The staff have been amazing. Every one of you has stepped up, come forward and helped us to deliver amazing services day after day. We don't know how we've survived it, but we have. We've learned from it and we'll move forward. What I want to say is a huge thank you to each and every one of you.
I just wanted to say I'm so proud to work with such a fantastic group of people. So for all the hard work you do, and particularly the extra effort you put in over the last few months.
I'd like to thank all our staff who have worked since March at Woodend Hospital. You've all done a brilliant job, often in really challenging circumstances, from the porters to the cleaners to the admin staff to the clinical staff. You're all brilliant and I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
The second award of the evening is our Empowering People Award. And here to present it, we welcome to our virtual stage, Maggie Hepburn, Chief Executive of ACWO.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I would like to say thank you to John and Katie, our MCs for this evening. They are doing a great job of linking this evening all together, so thank you to you both. I feel very lucky to get the chance to present the next award of the evening, which is the Empowering People Award. This award is for individuals or teams who show exceptional work to empower people to look after and improve their own health and well-being. As a partnership, we want to motivate and support people to lead a more active, healthy and fulfilling life. This award seeks to recognise that. We had a record number of nominations for this category this year, which goes to underline the amount of fantastic work that is going on across the partnership. Our finalists this year are the Women's Centre, Criminal Justice. The Centre work with women in the community who are involved or have been involved in offending behaviours, including supporting those women released from prison. The women have complex needs, often having suffered great trauma, and the Centre provides a safe place using a holistic approach which recognises the health inequality experienced by this group. They focus on integration in the community to achieve better outcomes, resulting in significant benefit for the women and for many a lifeline in reducing the risk of harm they face and getting them out of the justice system. Their coordinator said, "Working in this setting is challenging, but the staff, through sheer patience and determination, have helped some of the most hard to reach women in our community and should be commended for the work they do on a daily basis." Our next finalists are Inspire's Pantomime Cast and Crew. Inspire is a charity which supports people with learning disabilities and additional support needs. When a number of people they support asked if they could do their own pantomime, the staff thought, actually, why not? Inspire adopts a person-centred approach to all of its support, and so the main objective of the pantomime was to meet the wishes of the individuals who wanted to be involved, whether that was to be performing in front of an audience for the first time or to commit to a project to its conclusion. Additional needs to a wider audience and demonstrated that with the right support and dedicated staff, a learning disability need not be a barrier to someone achieving their personal goals. Ultimately, this event was about helping the people they support to achieve their outcomes and have fun along the way. Our third finalist this evening is the Social Work Out of Hours Bon Accord Care Community Nursing Incident Response Team. This nomination is in relation to a specific major incident that required a collaborative and integrated response from key teams within Aberdeen Health and Social Care Partnership. The Social Work Out of Hours team was contacted by a care provider on the evening of Friday the 13th of July to advise that the care provider was unable to provide care at a home to a significant number of people over that weekend. The Social Work Out of Hours team coordinated an immediate response alongside their colleagues in community nursing and Bon Accord Care to ensure that care was provided to every person who required care in that home. Going above and beyond their usual remit, deploying additional members of the team and working beyond the usual expectations of their job to ensure vulnerable people were protected and experienced a seamless transition. Without the diligence, commitment, and sheer hard work of all the colleagues who were involved in that weekend, the situation could have been very different. So, without further ado, this year's winner of the Empowering People Award is the Women's Centre Criminal Justice. Congratulations to the Women's Centre and the whole team involved there, and to all the nominees. Wonderful work, thank you.
Hi, my name is Lindsay Johnston and I work at Daneston Community Centre. I would just like to say a big thank you from everybody within the neighbourhood, and particularly myself. The Aberdeen Health and Social Care Partnership has been a great support to myself and the area and has springboarded many great initiatives within the community centre. I would just like to say thank you.
2020, what a year. From working in the partnership at the beginning of the pandemic to now working in Bon Accord Care, I've been blown away by how people have come together in partnership across Aberdeen to support those most vulnerable. Whether working at home, putting in place new systems of support, or directly delivering care to those who need it, I'm so proud of you all. Thank you.
The next award is the Aberdeen Hero Award, and here to present it, I'd like to introduce Alex Stephen, the Partnership's Chief Finance Officer.
Thank you, John and Katie. Good evening, everyone. Over the last 7 months, we've been working really hard across the whole partnership to keep delivering care to the people of Aberdeen and the surrounding areas. I'd just like to give my personal thanks to 4 groups in particular. Firstly, I would like to thank the leaders and those staff who would not normally be considered frontline staff for helping to organise, support and change the way we delivered our services at very short notice. Secondly, I would like to thank our partners in the partnership, such as the social care providers and the GPs for all their hard work and extra hours they put in supporting our communities during this time. Thirdly, I would like to thank our frontline staff who day after day went into work to deliver care and support to the people of Aberdeen and the surrounding areas, despite the risk to themselves and their families. And finally, I would like to give a particularly big thank you to those people who volunteered to come out of their normal working environments and went to work in the care homes to support them during what was a very difficult period. From my perspective, I'm really proud to work for a partnership that came together like it did, put aside organisational boundaries and worked together to support each other wherever and whenever it could. This year, it's my honour to present the Aberdeen Hero Award, and I fully expect in future years to have at least 2,500 nominations for this award. So for this award, we hear from the people of Aberdeen about those health and social care professionals that work within the community. We want to know which individual or team in the wider health and social care partnerships were important to them. Our finalists this year are Shona McCann, specialist midwife. Shona's nominator told us all about the huge impact Shona had on her, supporting her through a traumatic birth and helping her to manage anxiety and mental health issues throughout the pregnancy and postnatal period. She describes Shona as an innovator who has achieved so much for the women of Aberdeen by going into the community. The second nomination is Yvonne Robb, a health visitor. Yvonne's nominator told us she's the best. Yvonne helped me so much since the birth of my youngest daughter. I couldn't have gotten through a very difficult couple of years if it wasn't for her. Yvonne's nominator told us how she pointed her in the right direction for help, supporting her through it all, knowing that she has done the same thing for so many others within the community. And the final nomination is David Forbes, Future Choices. Future Choices is a charity run by David, which is a self-funded and provides social inclusion and recreational activities for the disabled community. David's nominator told us all about the hard work that he undertook to establish a charity following the closure of Choices, all while balancing the time he dedicates to the charity with being a full-time carer for his mum. Through his dedication, the charity is now in its 11th year. And the much-deserved winner of the Aberdeen Hero Award this year is David Forbes from Future Choices. Congratulations to David, a well-deserved winner indeed.
2020 has been the most unprecedented and challenging year for carers because we simply just want to keep those that we care for safe as possible. So stay safe and take care of yourselves.
Thank you to all Health and Social Care Partnership staff, our service providers, our partners, and most of all to the families and carers of the people we help to care for and support.
To the most excellent clan that is Aberdeen City Health and Social Care Partnership, thank you for all that you do.
Just want to say thank you very much for all your help and support and work over the last few months in very, very difficult circumstances. You've all done a great job. Thank you.
Up next is our Rising Star Award, and here to present it is our own sparkly star cake, Mr. Sandy Reid.
Good evening, everyone. I have the honour and privilege of presenting this year's Rising Star Award in the partnership. This award recognises the achievements of an individual who has worked in the wider health and social care partnership for less than 5 years and goes beyond what might be expected to help the Aberdeen Health and Social Care Partnership deliver its objectives and who strives to exceed in all that they do. So I'm really honoured to be presenting this award. We had a fantastic response to this category this year, with a very high standard and high number of nominations across the board. Our finalists this year are, in no particular order, firstly, Denise Johnson. Denise's nominator called her an inspirational leader. She moved to the partnership from a role in ARI in September 2017, and she has been instrumental in setting up the acute care at home team since. This in itself has not been an easy task. This was a completely new service and approach in Aberdeen City. Denise models the behaviours that the partnership strives towards. She supports everyone she comes into contact with to do the same and never loses focus on the person needing treatment and care. Denise is a leader I and hundreds of others who she is engaged with follow, and she has managed this with only 2 years service within the partnership. Our next finalist is Sarah Gibbon. Sarah's nominator said that Sarah is a very important member of the partnership team. In terms of her work, she is adaptable, quick, and motivated to learn. However, it is her personality that shines out. She is always willing to help and support her colleagues. The first to organise a card or flowers for team members, she has a positive personality that has a real effect on the rest of the team. Sarah has taken opportunities for different roles in the team, as well as showing a willingness to work outside her comfort zone, and is really skilled in building trusting relationships. For someone at the end of their career to nominate someone at the beginning of their career is very powerful. I think you would all agree. And lastly, our third finalist is Shona Alexander. Shona's nominator thinks that she has brought a huge amount of energy and a genuine desire to collaborate, an openness to new ways of doing things, a real can-do attitude, and very importantly, a great sense of humour and warmth into these discussions. She places patient care at the heart of what she does, and she is able to establish excellent working relationships across all of the professions within which she works. She is a hugely respected colleague and goes about this role in a very unassuming way, winning hearts and minds as she goes. She is a huge asset to the team, and her wisdom and support around both the wider PSIP programme and the MSK workstream has been hugely valuable. And I'm delighted to say that this year's rising star is Denise Johnson. Congratulations, Denise.
I would like to give a very warm and heartfelt thank you to all my Aberdeen City Health and Social Care Partnership colleagues for all their support over the last few years. Thank you.
I just wanted to say a huge thank you to all my colleagues within Aberdeen City, especially my occupational therapy colleagues who have worked tirelessly over this last 8 months since COVID, gone above and beyond, been redeployed, been at home, doing school runs, education, looking after elderly relatives, caring about people, neighbours. I think they've gone above.
I'd like to thank all our administration staff across the whole partnership who have worked so hard in the last few months to support clinical staff, to allow them to focus on the things that they need to do, but also to thank you for your huge contribution to supporting patient care. Thank you, admin staff.
2020 has been one of the most unique and certainly one of the most challenging years I hope each and every one of us will ever have to experience in our professional lives. I want to thank you all for all your hard work and for stepping up to the mark to ensure the safety of all the residents of Aberdeen City and of all the staff that work within it. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Luan Grujon, the Vice Chair of the IJB, here to present the Beating Heart Award.
Hi everyone, I'm really pleased to be part of this evening and to be presenting the Beating Heart Award. It feels particularly important this year to be recognising some of the great work which is going on in Aberdeen whilst we continue to live with COVID. So even if you are not nominated tonight, I thank you for your contribution to supporting our community during this exceptional time. For the Beating Heart Award, we wanted to hear about an individual or a team from within the wider partnership whose work has made a real difference to the people of Aberdeen, a team or person who is willing to go that extra mile in their day job for the sake of others. The nominations for this category were amazing, all of them putting forward an individual or team who embody all that is good about the wider partnership, who deliver day after day for the people of Aberdeen. We have 3 finalists this year. Our first finalist is Susan Phillips. Susan was nominated on behalf of her whole team, which is the community nursing team for Central and North Aberdeen. Her nominators told us a few things about Susan. Susan is an exceptional and integral part of the team. One of Susan's sayings is, "Aye, nae bother." Nothing is a trouble to her. She demonstrates a flexible, can-do attitude to anything she undertakes. Susan always goes that extra mile. She is the glue that keeps the team together. Susan is always willing to gain new skills and knowledge. She enthusiastically cascades her knowledge and experience with students and staff. Susan always strives hard to improve the quality of life for her patients. She has extremely high standards of care and outstanding dedication to her work, her patients, and her colleagues. Patients always praise Susan on her friendly yet professional manner and her approachable demeanour. Patients tend to confide in Susan. She always puts others first and is a very conscientious member of the team. The quote from her team member is, "She always has a cheery disposition in all that she does. She has no idea how important she is to our team. We literally wouldn't be as strong a team if it wasn't for Susan." Well done, Susan. So our second finalist is Sarah Jack. Sarah Jack is a senior support worker at the Tillydrone Community Flat. Sarah truly is the beating heart of the community in Tillydrone, having worked in the area for many years. Her nominator told us that she is the most compassionate individual I have ever met and has unlimited kindness, patience and understanding of her service users and the many issues they may face on a daily basis. No matter how challenging the situation, Sarah can be relied upon to bring a calming influence. Her sensitivity in dealing with issues which people may find hard to acknowledge is unsurpassed. This can involve handling highly complex issues around social security issues, housing, finances and personal circumstances. She works far outside of her remit, accompanying service users to stressful appointments at the DWP or ATOS, advocating for them with energy companies, DWP, banks and any other situation which people may find anxious or stressful. And she always treats everyone with dignity, confidentiality and kindness. Her empathy is limitless. Sarah is held in very high esteem within Tillydrone and the wider community work sector, where she is widely recognised as one of the best support workers in the city. She underplays her role and is incredibly modest. And this is a quote from a colleague. I feel that her years of work deserve the highest level of recognition, and I am very blessed to work with such a fantastic, warm, kind, knowledgeable and funny colleague. Well done, Sarah. Our third finalist this evening is Louise Argo. Louise works within the Wellbeing team covering Locality 3, with particular focus on Seaton and Woodside sheltered housing complexes, where she created opportunities for residents to stay connected to their community whilst being active and reducing their social isolation. This has included Seaton Sings, which led on to seated exercise classes, health checks and supporting residents to create other forms of physical activity for themselves, such as table tennis. With the knowledge people weren't eating well, she organised a cooking session that involved cooking on a budget, cooking for one and cooking healthy options. This further led on to the creation of Seaton Soup and Sarnie Club. There have been special events and Louise ensures people can attend by organising transport at no expense to attendees. It is no doubt that this and other work would not have succeeded to the level they have if it were not for Louise's perseverance, upbeat character and can-do attitude. The residents have really responded to her and appreciate the work that she is doing in creating opportunities to come together, to eat well, be entertained, whilst supporting connectivity within communities. Well done, Louise. And tonight I can now tell you that the winner of the Beating Heart Award for 2020 is Sarah Jack. Massive congratulations to Sarah, well done in winning this award, and also to Susan and Louise for their nominations. Well done.
This has certainly been a year that none of us will forget for a very long time. And yet despite all of that, you have done an amazing job. I am very proud to be working alongside you. And I would like to say a great big thank you for everything that you have managed to do despite all of the difficulties.
I'd just like to thank all our domestic services staff who have done so much in the last 7 months to keep all our buildings safe and our staff safe and our patients safe. You've done a brilliant job. Thank you so much.
Just a few words to say thank you to the amazing team and all group of individuals that make up that team that is Aberdeen City Health and Social Care Partnership. You are amazing. Whether you work for the independent sector, the third sector, the council, the NHS, whether you're a volunteer, it doesn't matter. Each and every one of you, regardless, makes up our partnership, makes up our team. You have done a phenomenal job this year. We could not have imagined the adversity we've all faced together, but that's the key words, we've faced it together. I don't even know where to start or how to begin to thank you, but I'll try. Just to say I'm so proud to be part of the team that is Aberdeen City Health and Social Care Partnership.
Our penultimate honour tonight is the Our Pick Award, and here to introduce it is the man who should have been my date for this evening, the now very relieved Mike Adams, IJB member and staff side rep.
Good evening, everyone. Before I go to the award, can I just take this opportunity to, on behalf of my trade union and professional organisation colleagues, give a heartfelt thanks to all staff across the system for their amazing dedication during this pandemic. Thank you. I am joining you this evening to present this year's Our Pick Award. For this award, it was time for our staff to nominate someone from the extended community who fills a significant role. This could be in the third sector, the independent sector, an unpaid carer, or someone who volunteers in the community. Once again, we had a tremendous response for this category, with nominations flooding in for people across all the sectors. Our finalists this year are Street Friends Aberdeen, helping the homeless. Street Friends Aberdeen, helping the homeless, is a local volunteer group helping feed the homeless and vulnerable people of Aberdeen, providing nutrition, conversation, support and understanding. 4 days a week, every week of the year, no matter the weather, season or holiday. The group was started in May 2017 and involves a group of devoted volunteers who provide hot food, sandwiches, salads, pastries, 4 nights per week, also supported by Seafine, serving on average around 70 people per night, ensuring that the most vulnerable members of our community are supported and included. The charity relies on donations, which the volunteers also take time to fundraise for and collect from local shops and individuals who donate an array of basic goods from fresh food and hygiene products to sleeping bags. There is also a volunteer who is a hairdresser, and she offers free professional haircuts. In Aberdeenshire, homelessness has increased by 6%, from 1,085 applications in 2017-18 to 1,152 in 2018-19, according to the official figures released by Scotland's Chief Statistician, 27th of June 2019. Which makes this group of volunteers particularly necessary in this climate. The dedication and heartfelt giving of not only time and food, but understanding and compassion too should be recognised and celebrated. Our second finalist this year is Ray Thompson, Man Chat. Ray has single-handedly started a group called Man Chat that in this year gathered 18,500 Facebook followers and nearly 200 men attending group meetings where they provide support and information for men experiencing mental health problems. This has been done without the aid of statutory services and totally changed the way men are approaching the issue of mental health. There has been an app developed to monitor people daily and international requests to copy what has been developed in a franchise basis. The formation of Man Chat has revolutionised male mental health provision in Aberdeen City and was all set up by Ray. Our third finalist is Aber Necessities. Aber Necessities is a local charity supporting underprivileged families in Aberdeen and Aberdeenshire. They provide families with essential items such as nappies, toiletries, clothing and equipment to care for their babies and children. Aber Necessities was founded by mother and daughter team Michelle Hurd and Danielle Fletcher Horn. After the pair realised that many children were going without the basics such as warm clothes. What started off as an appeal launched in 2017 for nappies, which they planned to store at home ready for redistribution, then snowballed into massive donations of clothes and equipment. Aber Necessities was born. Aber Necessities supports underprivileged families in Aberdeen and Aberdeenshire by providing essential items. Michelle and Danielle are supported by a wonderful team of volunteers who volunteered to wash, iron and put together bundles based on information given in an application form. The winner of our Pick Award for 2020 is Ray Thompson from Man Chat. Congratulations, Ray, a thoroughly deserved winner. Well done, and well done to all.
We are so lucky to have you in our team. We hope that you know you're held in high esteem.
Throughout this pandemic, you give 200%, and our heartfelt thanks are sincerely meant.
You look after our patients with pains in their eyes, in their teeth, their bodies, and things they even try to hide.
When a diagnosis is made and medication prescribed, you always make sure the right drugs are supplied.
Some care for patients in full PPE, and others make sure they have a clinician to see.
Whatever part is the part that you play, we'd like to take this opportunity to say,
Thank you so much for all that you do. It wouldn't be possible without you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To present our final award of the evening, I'd like to introduce you to Sandra McLeod, Chief Officer, and she is here to present the Team Aberdeen Award.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sandra McLeod, Chief Officer of Aberdeen City Health and Social Care Partnership, and I'd like to start by saying how great it is that we are still having the Heart Awards this year, albeit in a very different format. No fancy dinner or lots of company, but still an evening to celebrate and recognise our staff and our colleagues is very worthwhile. So I hope that all of our nominees this evening feel valued and everyone is watching to remind of all the good work that is done across the Health and Social Care Partnership. I'd also like to say thank you to the project team, in particular for all the work that's went in this seamless show tonight, and particular to Grace, who's led the team well. Before I announce the winner of our last award of the evening, the Team Aberdeen Award, I'd like to take this opportunity to say thank you to everyone involved in the response to COVID, our partners, everyone in the Health and Social Care Partnership, in fact, everyone across the city. We are all in this together, and it shows that we've worked together. So thank you. I know that a lot has been asked of everyone during the pandemic, particularly those who've been on the front line. And I fully understand that you have, of course, been trying to manage the impact of all the public health restrictions on your own family and daily life, while still trying to continue to deliver the critical services we provide in the city. And for those of you with caring responsibilities, either children or adult, I fully appreciate the challenge of coping with these responsibilities whilst trying to work from home. It's amazing the work that's been achieved, the continuing to go on. I just want to say how incredibly proud I am of you and the contribution you have made and are continuing to make to the response efforts. Of course, many colleagues are supporting the response through going above and beyond in their normal roles to meet the challenge. And I have to say that's been my experience of staff throughout my time as Chief Officer of the Health and Social Care Partnership. Therefore, I'm not surprised to see that's the case, but absolutely will not take that for granted, and would like to take the opportunity to thank each and every one of you for the contribution you're making, because together you make a real difference. I now have the honour of presenting the Team Aberdeen Award, which is the award that highlights integrated working. This award recognises the staff and teams who have fully embraced the opportunities that integration provides, demonstrating integration and partnership working in its real widest sense, involving the broadest range of partners to get the best results for the people of Aberdeen. This year, we've still received over 20 nominations for this award, which is amazing, all of them showcasing excellent examples of the integrated working. Unfortunately, we can't list them all tonight, and we have to make sure that we have just a few finalists. So everyone who was nominated should be very proud, but our finalists for this year are, to start, the Social Work Financial Assessments Project Team. As part of the Lean Six Sigma programme, it was identified that there were delays in getting a financial decision for social work clients. In order to improve this process and thus improve outcomes for our clients and their families and carers and prevent a long and stressful wait, a team had to be brought together crossing several departments. The team was made up of individuals from the Hospital Care Management Team, Community Care Management, Aberdeen City Council Finance Team, the Care First Team, to name a few. Workshops took place and the team worked tirelessly to focus on improving the way they worked, with their focus always on improvement for the client. They were able to work objectively and have frank and open discussions in order to improve the service. A new assessment form, agreement on roles and responsibilities, and mobile scanning has improved timelines to a decision. Work continues to increase the capacity to improve on a backlog, fixed term basis to achieve what will be eventually no waiting list. And this is a testament to all the staff and their ability to work together in a truly integrated fashion whilst delivering a busy day job. Our next finalist is Sports Aberdeen. The team at Sport Aberdeen have been involved in a number of collaborative initiatives and projects over recent years. This has included the co-design and delivery of the Carers Stable and Able Group, which provides a perfect follow-on after the physiotherapy group at City Hospital and working with physiotherapists from the Community Adult Assessment and Rehabilitation Services to deliver pulmonary rehab classes. Sorry, easy for me to say, not. The team at Sport Aberdeen have collaborated in providing split placements for occupational therapy and physiotherapy students. They have also embraced the co-produced Stepping Forward Together project and have been an integral part of this development, providing encouragement and expertise as well as physical space to run events. The team at Sport Aberdeen have made every effort to work in partnership with many different teams in Aberdeen, but have certainly become an important and consistent partner to the partnerships working with us. This is reflected in the reciprocal referrals that are made regularly between the services and the confidence with which these referrals are made. Sport Aberdeen certainly embody the values of the partnership and are prepared to go that extra mile to make collaborative working with them so seamless. Our third finalist, the Bonaccord Care at Home teams. The Bonaccord Care at Home work with partners in care management and housing to provide a streamlined, responsive care at home service that responds in an enabling manner to client needs and delivers outcome-focused approaches to care. It's a collaborative model for new pathways of care delivery that enables them to flex care up and down dependent on needs, with clients' needs at the centre. This has fine-tuned roles and minimised duplication, despite requiring a culture change from staff. Feedback has shown high levels of satisfaction of clients, feeling the movement away from a time and task model to the person-centred delivery has enabled care to feel more purposeful and enabling. There have been multiple examples of short-term interventions that have supported clients at home and prevented admissions to hospital, 24-hour care and no delayed discharges recorded for Bonaccord Care housing tenants. There are multiple examples of grasping the small things that matter in terms of someone feeling in control of their world and having a choice within their service delivery. For example, understanding not everybody wants a daily shower, but instead a bath on a Saturday night meets more personalised outcomes, and looking at how a meal provision can be undertaken while meeting social needs. So I'm sure that you will agree that all three finalists are outstanding nominations, a real example of integration at its finest. But there has to be one winner. So who's it going to be? I'm pleased to announce that our winner of the Team Aberdeen Award for 2020 is Sport Aberdeen. Congratulations to Sport Aberdeen and all involved. Well done.
On behalf of everyone at Team Sport Aberdeen, thank you all for all the hard work and dedication you've shown during COVID-19 to help keep everyone in our city safe. Thank you.
I hope that you've enjoyed this year's Heart Awards and that, like me, this evening has left you with a smile on your face and a real sense of pride in all the good work that we all do across the partnership. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for taking part. And thank you for being such a great team in what is a great city and a great partnership.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You've done a brilliant job. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great big thank you.
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 Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Aberdeen City Health and Social Care Partnership and all of our independent care providers, I would like to say a big thank you to the following people who have gone above and beyond in helping to make sure that all of our care homes have been supported throughout the pandemic.